Hello everyone, welcome back. My volume's a little bit intense right now. New headset, and there's the volume. Do I have that on backwards? I have that on backwards. That's why I couldn't find it. Hello guys, welcome. We are doing some more Jirachi streaming, some Jirachi shiny hunting. Star Killer, I did in fact do it. Let's get this mic a little bit more up in my face here. Boom. Love it. Probably sounds atrocious to you guys, but it's a necessary evil. I did the thing. Zarude, Cubfu, Marshadow, and Victini all here for giveaways. I do need to grab my incrementer program real fast, and then we will be ready to go. Got 22 viewers early on. Slap that like button, guys. Let's help the stream do extremely well. Pun intended. Early likes means more recommendations on the algorithm. Definitely would be appreciated to get more of those for sure. Let's get a like goal going on here. I still need to add some emojis. That's a task for tomorrow, but like goal of 20. Start off the stream strong. Boom. And then we will see if it lets me pin it. Haha. There we go. Love it. Okay. So, if you're not familiar with the Jirachi Shiny Hunt, that's okay. We'll start off the stream by quickly explaining what is going on here. I am using a Wii as a GameCube, my GameCube with the Game Boy Advance player on the bottom of it as my Game Boy Advance. I have a cable connecting my GameCube to my Wii through the controller port. That is going to let me use the bonus disc Jirachi to send Jirachi to my Game Boy Advance game. Here in just a second, I will get you a picture of what that looks like. So this is my lovely GameCube. We got the Wavebird adapter there for my Wavebird controller. And we got the GameCube cable here. We got Pokemon Sapphire here and the Game Boy player here. Sorry it's so blurry, but it's the best I could do to have it zoomed in. But that's running down to the Wii underneath my desk that has the bonus disc in it. A lot of you guys have asked how I'm doing the stream, how I am doing the, how I'm getting it onto the computer to begin with. I'm not emulating, I am using a factory firmware GameCube, game, and Wii for this. Alright, so in my Pokemon Sapphire game, I have played the game up until I've reached Professor Birch. I'm in his lab. I have my Pokedex. I have my Pokemon of 1. So how we do this is the GameCube screen right now, the stream from the Wii that has the bonus disc. It's asking me to reset the game, so I'm going to do so. It's going to run through the connection, Dale. It's going to gift me with that fabulous Jirachi. And I'm going to go. I've heard that I'm good to reset right here. I don't have to wait for this animation to finish. So I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to hit reset there. See if I break stuff. We got Game Boy, Nintendo. And just, I've basically inadvertently done some more research on this hunt by seeing other people do it as well. Now we have 2 in our Pokedex, and we have 2 in our party here. So that is going to drastically speed things up. Previously, I've waited for the whole animation to finish. That takes about 2 minutes. This is going to drop it down to about a minute 30. So now I have a Jirachi, so I can't get any more Jirachi on this copy of the game. Normally we would reset. It takes 10 minutes to get to this point to get it again. But what we're going to do instead of, well, I'm going to increment up because I've just got an encounter. Here I am going to clear my save data. And I'm going to hit the reset button as soon as I hit yes. What that's going to do is corrupt my save file. So my main save file is now deleted. And it's going to load the backup save file. Alright, press start. Save file is corrupt. The previous save file will be loaded. I have one in my Pokedex again. This Jirachi is now gone. What I'm going to do is save one more time to create the backup. So the backup is now getting created. We'll call it save file B. And this is updating save file A, or the main save file. Alright, so now we're going to switch over to the Wii, or GameCube rather, and we're going to spam the A button to get ready to give ourselves another Jirachi. See that we do have 29 concurrent viewers in the stream. Thank you guys so much for being here, sitting through the explanation there. It can be a little bit of a snore fest, so I do appreciate it. If you're still hanging out, you like shiny hunting and you like Jirachi, and you saw the stream on your way through, give it a like. Help us spread it around YouTube, get other people to see it more readily available. And if you do like shiny Jirachi, we're going to be here doing this for 3 hours tonight. We're also going to be doing this for the next eternity because it's going to take forever to get that going. So I'm going to reset there. It's going to load up the animation. Perfect. Boom. By this point, we should already have that Jirachi, so we're going to go in and see what it did for us here. Oh, it is still going through the animation of giving it to me, so maybe it's not faster per se, but it's definitely more involved. Okay, once again, not a shiny. Gonna go ahead and reset the save once more. Perfect, that should be done now. We're gonna load it into our game. A little bit of back and forth, a little bit of swapping it up. But definitely making it a little bit faster, knowing that I can skip that little cutscene. So we saved twice, going back to the GameCube. It says we can reset, go back to the game. As soon as that loads up, we'll be able to safely reset again. Perfect. A little bit of a difficult thing to keep track of. A lot of moving parts in this one. Okay, so now we are on the part where we save twice. Give that a good double check. Oh, and I did need to increment up on that one. Okay, we're ready to reset again. Move back to the game. Okay, we're good to reset. Okay. I think I might have reset that one a little bit too fast. Interesting. Good to know. Okay. So since the save file is corrupted, I'm going to go ahead and corrupt it again. Or double save. And this time, I'll wait a little bit longer on that reset. Okay, should be good to go. Perfect. So yeah, that's the hunt. It's pretty straightforward. Lot more complex than other hunts I've done in the past. Just a lot of moving parts, a lot of ways to get distracted and lose track of where you're at. Not enough saves, you kind of screw yourself. Too many saves, you kind of screw yourself. So not the easiest hunt ever. Okay, we're good to reset there. We're gonna wait for that Pokeball to go across the screen one time, just to make sure it has enough time to give us the Jirachi. Go ahead and check that one. I think I accidentally got back into it, my bad. See? Easily distractible. Okay, we're good there. There is save number 1 getting dropped. Save number 2. Perfect. Double check and make sure the Wii is ready to go, and it is. Huh. Alright, we'll reset there. What's good anime to watch? You're trying to find a new one. Have you watched Is It Wrong to Try and Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? It's got, I think, 4 seasons right now, a 5th on the way. Really good. Its Japanese name is Daimachi. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? You will not regret it. I first found it in like 2013, and they've been making it ever since. At least I feel like it was 2013. It could have been later, but it's a pretty great show. All right, we'll go ahead and double save. Strike the Blood is another good one. Unfortunately, they didn't finish that one. Soul Eater is another favorite. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to be pressing A on this too. Once again, super easy to make mistakes there. Also, looks like we are doing pretty good on that like goal. We already got 5 out of 20. We've been streaming here 20 minutes, so thanks for that, guys. And good to reset there, because we don't need to update our berry program. Not even a little bit. Okay, reset that, increment up. Still doing the animation. Oh, I waited too long. Gosh dang it. I deleted my save. I waited too long. Yep. Perfect. My luck. Alright, so when we don't hit the reset button to corrupt our save file fast enough, the save file just deletes. And then we have a 10-minute reset instead of a about 2-minute reset. It can be as fast as 7 minutes for the reset if I'm on my A game and do everything exactly. Rarely do I do it exactly, though. I like how the boxes all slide and shift when the truck stops. Also, why exactly did we have to ride in the back of this truck? I don't think it ever really explains that very well. Also, apparently we get our own room, but our parents don't have a room at all, so that's kind of weird. Mom just never sleeps, I guess. Or maybe they just roll out their tatami mats and go to sleep on those. You're waiting on the South Park game to come out and you're not sure when Nintendo will release it. Not sure if Nintendo will release it. That's a little bit outside their wheelhouse, but that's funny. That is funny. I absolutely love this remix. This is like one of my top favorite remixes on this soundtrack that I got. I love this one. Route 109, I think it is. No, 105. 205. What's the beginning route to Diamond and Pearl? There's a remix for that one that I really love on this, and May's battle theme. Really love that one. So top 3 favorite songs on this entire soundtrack. Yeah, tonight, the late night stream, not doing so well. Then again, I did just spam 2 videos, so maybe that was in bad form. Maybe I should have spaced that out. Did my stream first, made everybody think it was the giveaway video, then come in with the videos when the stream's done. Oh, got it. Yep, I had the South Park game for the N64. I actually think I still have it floating around somewhere. The entire purpose of it's like killing turkeys or something. Dang, Star Killer, so far you're the only regular hanging out in the chat. I think the other 2 viewers are myself, because I have it up on my phone and up on my PC just in case I need to do a reset here. Rocking that 6 likes though. Doesn't seem like a significant amount, but early on in the stream, definitely it's a good number to have. Roy's witchy stuff, good day. Just doing a bit of lurking tonight, fair enough. Appreciate you being here and put me on background noise. Definitely appreciate it to get the view time at the very least. I'll be your entertainment for the evening, even if it's just a voice in your ear. Ooh, oops. We're gonna test to see if the Mart attendant is faster than a Pokemon Center. Or we could just go for broke and plan on using the potion. Don't heal, don't battle, just use the potion once May attacks once, and then go for the other. I think that might work. As long as it's not a wind goal, we're good. Wind goals are speed killers on this game. Especially early on, since you can't exactly outrun them yet. Torchic has a better chance of outrunning than everything else, though. At least if I remember correctly. Mudkip's on the slower side. Okay, that Mudkip is a tanky boy. I think I'm going to lose this battle. As long as it doesn't crit, we're good. Okay, use a potion. There's that critical hit. Mudkip is so good at getting critical hits. You had Ruby, though. Your sister had Sapphire. Your sister had the superior experience, not gonna lie. I love Sapphire, I'm sorry. No, Ruby's great, too. But I prefer getting Kyogre over Groudon. Groudon is pretty dope, though, not gonna lie. But I just think it looked too derpy initially. But I've noticed I tend to play the blue equivalent more than the other games. The main two games where I choose the red version is Scarlet and Violet. And what's the other one? Gold and Silver. I will always play Gold, and I'll always play Scarlet. In Gold is basically the red, Lugia is the blue, essentially. You played red then silver? Okay. Yeah, it is pretty funny. Like, every Pokemon game ever can be summed down into red or blue version in some capacity. Granted, the first Pokemon games were red and green, but when they got adapted to English, it became red and blue for whatever reason. But red and blue, gold and silver, those are the ones that stand out the most as being different from the formula. But Ruby and Sapphire are just red and blue. Diamond and Pearl are just shades of red and blue. Black and White kind of stands out, but still red and blue, opposite ends of the spectrum. Oh, I don't have to watch this. I can be done. Haha. X and Y, red and blue. Sun and Moon, red and blue. Sword and Shield, red and blue. Scarlet and Violet, red and blue. Most of the Pokemon games are just red and blue. Crystal was a great game. Now, I'm going to piss off like a fifth of the fan base. You're not missing much, Starkiller. You're really not missing much. Oh, I did get that 7-minute reset, though. 8 minutes at the very least. That's cool. Okay, that's ready. Sun and Moon are okay. They're good games, but they're not the top of my Pokemon list. In fact, they're pretty low down on it. Yeah, not the best, but they had really cool Pokemon in it. Like, I can't dispute that. Had great Pokemon. Rockruff, Toxapex, some of my all-time favorites. I hate Primarina with a passion, though. Gonna be honest about that one. Genesect is from Generation 5. Black and white. I just thought it was a little much for that level of mermaid. Like, the idea of a mermaid was too humanoid to me personally. This one's a bop too. Love this song. Oop. It's still giving away the Jirachi over there. Oh, that's funny. Oh, really? Need to get it in your home decks, huh? Yeah, definitely need to get a copy of Sun or Moon for sure, and a 3DS. I actually have two Nintendo 3DSs. One of them is in Utah getting modified with a capture card in it, so I can do a Let's Play series before home dies. On the bright side, I'm getting pretty good at dual wielding these GameCube controllers. I just found out that Zorua is obtainable in its shiny form in Pokemon Go. I'm gonna see if I can spend some time doing that tomorrow. She took your DBZ figures and game consoles and sold them. Oh, that's so sad, man. Giving away to the friends, selling your consoles. I mean, I sold my consoles myself, but still, regret that. Been there, done that. I've bought my Pokemon collections 3 times over by this point. I collected them from 1998 to 2014. Sold all of them. Stopped playing video games for 2 years. Then, when I decided to get back into it, I repurchased my entire Pokemon collection. And then I decided that I wanted to get married. So I sold it to get money for a ring. Sold all of my Pokemon, all of my Zelda, all of my consoles. And then about 3 years into being married, well, I guess really it was year 1 of being married, my wife's like, hey, you should do that YouTube thing you talked about. And so I started doing it, and then I bought back my collection and then some. Luckily for my collection, YouTube was able to pay for pretty much all of it. Yeah, I did indeed. Like, I would not have been doing this at all if she didn't push me towards it initially. It's like, yeah, you should go for it. And then I thought about stopping several times. She's like, well, you're doing good. Might as well continue. And now at this point, like, if nothing else, if I got nothing but the ad revenue for these videos that I do, it's not a lot, but the tax justification for having a business that generates income is enough to justify continuing to do it, because, like, we saved so much that we would have had to pay in for taxes. Or not really pay in, but, you know, it ensured we got a return, we'll put it that way. Because owning a business, you get insane tax write-offs, which is great. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. And because I do YouTube content creation, pretty much any game that I buy is deducted from my income, not after tax expenses. I just have to use it for the furtherment of my business. It is equipment and operating costs. I have accomplished more than most, but not as much as I would like. I want that YouTube play button. I want it in my life. I want to get the 100,000 subscribers. Hopefully I didn't just botch that. I feel like I did that right. But I may not have. Oh, yep, I did that too soon. They are so cool, and I want one for the sake of having it. Like, I don't even want to brag about it. I just want it on the wall back there, just to have. Just be like, yep, I did that. I accomplished that. And whoever was in the chat, watching, thank you. Making that number go up just a little bit, greatly appreciated. We are 1 subscriber closer to that play button. Now we just need to do that 80,370 more times. 80 more times. Sounds kind of like a lot when you say it that way, but we're 1/5 of the way to the goal. Oh. I can check my Pokemon. What am I doing with my life? Like, it doesn't have to be a diamond. It just needs to be the basic YouTube play button. I feel like they really should give those out at like 10,000 subscribers as well. Like a small one. Would have saved me a lot of heartache because I would have already got it. It's like, hey, cool. The reward for 1,000 subscribers is you can get monetized. You're at 10,000 subscribers, have a small wooden play button. Just a bronze one, or maybe a brass one, you know? Consolation prize. Because I think the 100K one is a silver play button. And I think 10,000 subscribers is technically the bronze category. Brass would be quite fitting indeed. Yes. Glad you saw where I was going with that. No, I think we're making really good time with the resets and such. Like, we got 16 this stream. We're averaging about 3 minutes per reset, I think. Not terrible. Not the best either, but not terrible. Considering we had one of those resets that was a 8-minute reset, we're doing pretty good. But it seems like once I'm getting into the groove of it, I'm doing a lot better at not having those 8-minute resets anymore. Did like 1 or 2 last stream. I've done 1 this stream so far, but we'll chalk that up to getting into the groove of it. Wow, this one's taking forever to load. You've been working on a shiny Kyogre in Shining Pearl, and it gets so hard to keep at it. This will be your first time doing the reset shiny hunting. Can be brutal. It can be brutal. I enjoy soft resetting for shinies much more than runaway methods or casual hunting. Tried on Rayquaza, but went over 10,000 resets and you quit? Oh my gosh. That's a lot of resets. I need to watch the instant replay. I can't remember if I saved enough here. I did learn another trick to this. Because I'm already invested, it's not that big of a deal. I'm pretty sure I saved twice on that one. That's why I don't want to save corrupt, but okay, I did save twice. I figured out if, well, that bald gamer figured out that if I have to, I can re-corrupt my save file. If I'm not sure how many times I saved, I can just re-corrupt it and load it again, and it'll be fine. Little tips and tricks to make things go faster, I suppose. $10,000 is a lot of resets, especially on Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, because those games actually have half the odds that this game does. Ooh, what did I do? How did I botch that? I swear I saved twice. Gosh dang it. Another 8-minute reset. At this point for this hunt, it's just, this is a lot of encounters to have to do. Like, I would be thrilled if I got this below 2,000. Given how many hours it's taken me to get almost 500 encounters, I would be thrilled to bits to get it in 2,000 encounters. Yeah, I don't think there's such thing really as easier. I mean, it's easier than Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, for sure. It's amazing what having it missing from your shiny collection will do to the brain. Manaphy is another brutal hunt. If you manage to get 4 eggs to hunt with, a Slugma, and all that, it still takes 30 minutes, we'll say 35 minutes. To do 1 rotation of encounters. Granted, you can do 4 encounters in that time frame, so we'll be generous and we'll say it takes 36 minutes to do a full rotation, just to make the math easier. That's about 9 minutes per encounter. 8 to 9 minutes per encounter. And that's if you can manage to get 4 Manaphy eggs. If you can't, that is 30 minutes per encounter. Because for Manaphy, you have to beat the Pokemon Ranger game first off, if it has an egg available. You have to then gift that egg to a copy of Diamond Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, or Soul Silver. Then you have to trade that Manaphy egg to a new save file of Diamond Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, or Soul Silver. So you have to play for a half hour to get to the point where you can trade that. You hatch the egg, see if it's shiny. If not, you reset on another copy of the game, create a new save file, and test that one and just trade it over, hatch it, if nothing else. And you just go back and forth between two games. Deleting the save file, creating a new one, hatching the egg, trading it to a new save file, hatching the egg. 30 minutes to get to the point where you can trade. Because you do need like 5 Pokemon to trade, so you can get your 4 eggs and your Slugma. So this one used to take 8 minutes per encounter, and it used to be the most tedious because if you're really on point and good, you can get 24 minutes for your Diamond Pearl Platinum run. Well, Diamond Pearl specifically. So it makes it more doable. But now that this one has the save corruption glitch, that makes Manaphy the most tedious to hunt. Yeah, I have Pokemon Ranger, but like I haven't ever really been invested in figuring out what it's like to play it. I've heard great things about it though. Just never invested the time. Just beat the Rainbow Rocket story in the Ultra series since you use mods. You caught all their legendaries. It was good to see the other bosses. You caught all their... They have legendaries? Rainbow Rocket story? Do I have Rainbow Rocket yet? Like, I've been playing Pokemon Go. I just don't know if I have the research for it. Well, nothing's popping up for research. Maxie and Lysanda and some other plasma guy. Apparently I might have missed the research for that one somehow. Also, oh, I got you, Matt. I got you, Toxic. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Pokemon Go is doing some Team Rocket Go stuff. But you did say Rainbow Rocket. Yeah, they're doing like Groudon and Kyogre. I think this week Giovanni swaps to using Groudon. Can I just say how big of a pain in the butt Giovanni is to beat in Pokemon Go? And it doesn't seem to matter how much you level up your Pokemon. He just levels his team up to match yours, I swear. Also, there's a very good chance this Mudkip's going to wipe the floor with me. Because at this point, I'm dependent on luck. This killing it. Good. Because he crits me one time and it's done. Yes, his Persian is super annoying. Kyogre was super annoying. Andrew Smitley, welcome. It's definitely staying strong on the hunt. Yeah, we're staying strong on the hunt. Trying to rake in those subscribers, hit that 20K goal. Maybe find us a shiny along the way. I hope to hit 500 encounters by the end of the night. We did just tick over into the 41. Oh, come on. We ticked over into the 41 hour range here. Move that up. Done. You got Kyogre first try, but you really think it was luck because never like that for you. Starkiller, I have a fantastic video on how to spoof. Unfortunately, the program that I use to spoof has a subscription for it monthly. But I've enjoyed using it. It's been fun. Oh, I guess I don't need to run away that far. Okay, 8-minute counter. It kind of gives our time per encounter a little bit of a hit, but that's okay. We will survive and we will come back strong, hopefully, as long as I don't have too many more goof ups. Gotta pay attention to my saves. Gotta make sure I'm resetting correctly. And we'll get us Jirachi number 480. We're gonna wait to see this little Pokeball go across the screen. Yes. It does cost money, unfortunately. I wish it was a free service. I haven't found any that are free, but it is pretty easy to use, so. Alright, there was encounter 480. Looks like we did jump up to about 20 concurrent viewers for the stream, so thank you guys so much for dropping in, stopping by, saying hello. If you like shiny hunting and you love shiny Jirachi, or just Jirachi in general, you're going to see a lot of Jirachi here for the next forever. We are streaming to the YouTube short platform to increase the range and the visibility. So if you guys are scrolling through YouTube shorts and you found the channel, love shiny hunting, smash that subscribe button so you don't lose the channel. We will be here for quite a long time. To put it into somewhat of a perspective, I've been doing this for 41 hours now, and I've only gotten 480 encounters. Not an easy hunt to do. Very, very time consuming. But we are building an awesome community here. Would love to get to know y'all. Feel free to chat in or lurk, whichever is your preference. Gonna have to check the replay there, make sure I saved again. Actually, this one might have been a good one just to do a another save corruption just to make sure I'm on the right track, but we're almost done. Replay's almost catching up. We're gonna move this over here. We do have a like goal to hit of 20 likes for the stream. Those definitely go a long way in making sure that the stream can be visible to many, many, many people. So likes are definitely appreciated here on the channel. So far we are at 7 out of 20 for the goal. Pretty modest goal, if I do say so myself. Definitely obtainable though. Okay. Now, as soon as that Pokeball goes across the screen, I am good to reset. And try again for another one. Okay, we got our Jirachi. We'll go ahead and check its summary. It is not shiny. So we'll corrupt the save file and try again. This turns an 8-minute encounter into a 2-minute encounter. Definitely a helpful little way to abuse the functions of the cartridge. But Star Killer, that's good that you're helping your mom remodel her house. That's definitely a noble task to take on. Or refinish, rather. Okay, we got save file number 2 done. We'll go ahead and check that. It's good to reset. Wait once again for the Pokeball to go across the screen. Up to 36 concurrent viewers. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Feel free to sit and chat. Get to know Star Killer and Toxic. We do some shiny hunting. We do some chatting. Love to have you as part of the community. Definitely makes these tedious encounters go by faster, having loads of people to talk to and get to know. Gotta do the corruption glitch. We do a lot of shiny Pokemon hunting. We do a lot of Pokemon giveaway videos. We do a lot of, well, not a lot of, but want to do a lot of Let's Plays in the future. But shiny hunting's where it's at right now. Definitely trying to get some Jirachi, Manaphy, Poipole, Nagnadel before Home thinks, or Bank thinks about closing down. I don't think it will anytime soon, but just knowing that I have these hunts to do in the back of my mind, and the fact that they could discontinue bank service at any time definitely makes me nervous and makes me want to get them done quickly. But had another huge tick. Lone Roo, welcome. Thanks for the sub. Definitely appreciate it. Have another huge uptick in people concurrently viewing. We're at 50 right now. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Feel free to stay, chat, subscribe to the channel if you love shiny Jirachi. We're going to be hunting this for a long time. Long, long, long time. Unless I get insanely lucky out of nowhere. It's going to be here for a minute. I think I'm... Yeah, those... They take it forever, these encounters. A lot of patience, a lot of grit, determination, a little bit of insanity, and you two can shiny hunt Jirachi. Not to mention a $400 setup to even begin to try on it. Granted, it can be done cheaper if you are into using ROMs and emulators and all that fun stuff, but very, very costly to do on factory firmware. Wish you had a GameCube. I wish you had a GameCube too. Ooh, my game froze. That's lame. I wonder if it gave me the Jirachi before freezing. I doubt it. It did not. That sometimes happens. Not the biggest deal ever. VRZ's TV, big fan, sir. Well, thank you. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for sending us some message. What would you say is the video that you managed to find my channel on there, VRZs? Or you could just be a big fan of the Jirachi. That could be. Could not even be a fan of me, just a Jirachi in general. Jirachi is pretty dope like that. Jirachi very likely is the star of the stream anyway, so. Yeah, Star Killer, I actually have 2 GameCubes. I have this GameCube that I am using to do this on, and I have another GameCube in that glass case right there. You can kind of see the orange GameCube right there. It's pretty cool. Professor Oakenshield just subscribed. By the way, that's like the best name I've seen in a long time. Welcome, Professor Oakenshield. Combining some Lord of the Rings with some Pokemon. I love it. Okay, I am going to do the save corruption glitch one more time because I lost track of how many times I saved that game. And so instead of watching the stream over again, it's easier just to save glitch. It almost would be worth it. But yeah, that orange GameCube right there is a Japanese GameCube so that I can play Pokemon Colosseum in Japanese and get the Agato Celebi. Once I'm done shiny hunting, it's going to be part of my Let's Play. It'll probably be like the first thing that I do, honestly, because it cost me a lot of money to invest to be able to do that. But I don't know if you could tell, but on top of that orange GameCube, there is a different colored device on top. I think it's blue. Yeah, it's the blue one. That is the little TV that you could get that goes on top of it, the in-tech TV that you can plug into the GameCube, play on the go. So freaking cool. I splurged and got myself one of those when I hit, I think it was when I hit 15,000 subscribers. I was like, you know what? I want this. I need this. I can't remember if I checked this one. I don't think I did. Oh yeah. Yeah, that one was really cool. Unfortunately, I didn't get to have it and use it in its heyday, but it is pretty cool just to have in the collection now. My favorite Pokemon game. That is a great question, VRZs. That is a really great question. It does fluctuate a little bit, but if we're talking mainline Pokemon games, Pokemon Sapphire is number 1. Black and White is number 2. Oh, gosh dang, I got distracted again. Gotta keep that stuff kosher. I'd rather waste some time doing another save glitch than have to do 8 minutes of resetting. Definitely worth being careful. But yes, Pokemon Sapphire is my favorite Pokemon game, followed by Pokemon Black and White. I tend to play Black more than White, but I enjoy Zekrom more than Reshiram. I'm a weirdo. I know. But if we're not counting just mainline games, I have to say Pokemon Colosseum is my favorite Pokemon game. Pokemon Colosseum is extremely underrated. How about you? What's your favorite Pokemon game, VRZ? Platinum and Emerald. Solid choices. I personally did not enjoy Generation 4. Heart Gold, Soul Silver were phenomenal. Why is that doing that? I swear maybe I hit no. Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum for me just ran so terribly on the DS that I have a hard time playing them. Yep, somehow I managed to not corrupt my save file correctly, and now I have to do a 10-minute encounter. Love that for me. Well, at any rate, while we're loading that up, I see that we do have 40 concurrent viewers still. 52 says YouTube, so welcome into the stream, everybody. It's been about 10 minutes since I've last welcomed everybody into the stream. Thanks for being here. Scrolling through your YouTube subscription feed, through your YouTube Shorts feed as well. That's how a lot of people are finding the channel. If you're scrolling, stop for a second. Let's hang out, chat it up. We like talking about Pokemon and anime here. If you love shiny hunting, and if you love shiny Jirachi specifically, this is the channel for you for the next foreseeable future. We'll be hunting this thing for eons at the rate that I keep going. If I can only get 10 encounters at 2 minutes before having to spend 10 minutes to set it back up, not the best thing ever. But we do have a lot of fun talking about Pokemon and just hanging out late into the evening. It's like 1 in the morning for me, 1:30, somewhere around there. We like shiny hunting here. We're Trying to get 4 last shinies on these old games before Pokemon Bank does whatever it's going to do. No word on it closing yet, so don't be alarmed there. It's just preparing for the inevitable at this point. There's a good chance they may never close it down. We don't know. I feel like they are going to be very hesitant to do so because it really doesn't take a lot of effort to keep that server up, I don't think. I can't imagine the Pokemon Bank server is just like overloaded with users all the time. You know, it's not really that heavy of a use. Like, I feel like they would be hesitant to get rid of it because they're alienating a lot of their long-term fan base for not a lot of reward, not a lot of benefit, and just, well, thanks for buying all of our games for the last eon, last 25, 30 years. Yeah, all those games, useless now. So we're trying to quickly get some Jirachi, some Manaphy, some Poipole, some Nagnadel, and a Gato Celebi before it closes down. Previously on some streams, I had gotten Mew, Deoxys, Ho-Oh, Lugia, Latios, Latias, Regice, Regirock, Reggie, Steel. I feel like that was everybody. Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza. Got all those on Pokemon Emerald because it was super easy to do the RNG manipulation on that. Got all of them within 18 encounters apiece. Thank you, VRZ. I do love my Gengar hat. I am in the market to get a new hat. This Gengar hat is getting pretty flimsy, pretty disheveled, pretty drool ridden. My kid has had this hat in his mouth way more times than would be socially acceptable, probably to wear out in public, but the hat survives and perseveres. I've been thinking about getting another one. The only hat that I've seen that can compare to this Gengar hat is a Snorlax. Problem is, it's just got Snorlax on it. It looks exactly like this except for Snorlax themed. It is blue, and that is one of my favorite colors, but it's not a poison type. I feel like I need to keep the poison representation here on the channel. And believe me, I have looked for a Gengar hat. Oh, fine, I guess I'll go talk to your daughter. They do got a Charizard one that BioWorld did, but I wish BioWorld would have printed and produced more Gengar hats. Ooh. Hey, I think I might have found one. I don't know if it's used or not, but I think I might have found one on Amazon. What the what? I've looked several times for that. I do have a Pokeball hat from BioWorld that's pretty dope. Of course, now that I'm actually looking for the Snorlax hat, I can't freaking find it. What are the odds of that? Oh, they do got a Jigglypuff. That was pretty cool. Of course they got Pikachu. Oh no, that's not the game. That's not the Snorlax one I was looking for, but whatever. Grab us another encounter here. Oh, perfect. 2 Wurmpools. Love that for me. I think I might have to take a look at those. I might be able to reorder my Gengar hat. That would be dope. I'm glad I looked for that. So, thanks, VRZ. You sent me down a rabbit hole that was very beneficial. Also, like the old school Team Rocket Hideout song and Silphco that's playing right now, one of the best songs of all time. I'm just imagining Giovanni in his little hideout, you know, just vibing with his nefarious plans. Well, I was going to try to stream till 3, but I'm going to be lucky to make it till 2, I think. Definitely going to need some more likes and some more concurrent viewers to make it that long, I think. Starkiller says that Giovanni is probably the best evil character in Pokemon. Loved Team Rocket. Starkiller, I understand why people have that persuasion. Giovanni is in fact a really cool bad guy. Does the whole double conniving, you know, hidden identity thing extremely well. But I personally think Genesis is so much more wicked and evil than Giovanni. That's my hot take. So here's the thing. Detail Giovanni's motives. What are his desires? What is he doing to achieve those desires? And what does he ultimately want in Pokemon Red and Blue? Right? Like, being as unbiased as possible, Giovanni's all about corruption, theft, and money. He uses his theft to secure money. He uses the money to corrupt people. He wants to be the strongest trainer, so he wants Mewtwo. He wants to own a lot. He wants to, you know, leave his mark upon the world. But, like, it doesn't ever really say that he has grand ambitions outside of that. It never says, really, from my knowledge, that he wanted to rule the world. He just wanted to be the strongest person. Own riches beyond everything, right? And he wants to create strong Pokemon. Exactly right. Now, he has selfish desires. He's a criminal. I'm not going to say he's not a bad person, because he totally is. Like, but, big but, Genesis wants to rule the entire world, right? He goes after legendary Pokemon to rule the world in everything that comes with ruling the world. He is trying to forcefully separate trainers, all trainers, from their Pokemon, purely so they can't fight back. And it's super ironic for reasons that I will get into in just a moment. But he wants to disarm the entire populace of Unova and the world so that they cannot use their Pokemon to fight against him. He will be the undisputed ruler of the world. But he's not just that. Let's assume for a moment that the theory that N is a Zoroark is not true. Let's say that N is a real kid and is Genesis's kid, as it kind of leads us to believe. Genesis manipulates the living crap out of this kid, all so that he can be in a position where he can control this dragon of ideals. Like, he has to befriend Pokemon, he has to be one with Pokemon, and talk to Pokemon and all that. Like, I think I just double encountered that one. It's just, not only does he want to be ruler of the world so nobody can stand against him and he can do whatever he wants whenever he wants, he manipulates a child to do his bidding for him to accomplish that end. Because his plan, and he even tells it to us in the game, once everybody's freed their Pokemon, he's going to be the only one with Pokemon left, and there will be nobody to stand in his way. So that's pretty wickedly evil, you know, taking Pokemon away from everybody by force, from everybody, just so they can't fight against you. Giovanni just steals a few that are worth a lot of money so that he can fund his true ambitions. That's my dissertation on why Team Plasma is the most wicked team in Pokemon history. True dictator, absolutely. But, Starkiller, the irony of this, and they definitely did this on purpose. Genesis is like a Hitler figure in the Pokemon world. He has this massive following, he has this grand ambition, this idea that everybody wants to get behind at the detriment of the rest of society. They portray him that way as a dictator, like you said. But the setting of the game is super ironic for what Genesis is trying to do. Disarm the people. Unova is the equivalent in Pokemon of America, where one of the biggest issues right now is disarming the people. So it's like double-edged when you think into the real world meanings behind things of what it could possibly mean. Like, one of the biggest fights in America is over pew pew control. and the right to bear arms, and should we have that right, and we should disarm people and stuff. Like, it's just so crazy. They knew what they were doing when they made that game. I do too. I do too, Starkiller. Unova is actually my second favorite region, for a lot of the reasons I just mentioned. The lore behind the Taoism, the truth versus ideals, the philosophical nature. The Pokemon are amazing. Scolipede, top tier. Love that thing. Great Pokemon, great lore, great world building. But Generation 3 with Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald is my favorite region. For, again, some of the same reasons. I love that... I love the lore behind the games. The secret legendaries that you can go find that are completely off the beaten path that you would miss entirely if you didn't explore everything. Everybody that you talk to has something to say. The Pokemon are great. Yeah, there's a lot of water, but there's a lot of stuff that you can find in that water, which is, I thought, was really cool. Ruby, Emerald, and Sapphire is another region that has similar real-world issues going on behind the scenes. And I think if we look deep enough, every Pokemon game is going to have a little bit of that for their region with real-world issues, what's going on, and comparing them and equating them to a game issue as well. The Hoenn region came out in 2002, 2003, where one of the biggest issues in the world was global warming, and it's still a huge issue that they're fighting over and all that, but they're worried about global warming. In the Pokemon equivalent, we have Team Magma, who really wants to expand the landmass so more Pokemon can have more land to freely live and move out on. I'm going to check this one more time. I think I incremented up, but I'm not positive. Whereas Team Aqua thinks we need more water for water Pokemon to survive and thrive in. Both are true. Both have terrible consequences for the environment, but the funny irony of the whole thing is Rayquaza is the sky, and Rayquaza is the one that basically backhands both Kyogre and Groudon, tells them to sit down and shut up, and controls the world that way. It's ironic because global warming has to do with the air. Whether we're warming up or cooling down, a lot of it is air related. Now, I know that's really vague and not scientific at all, but what I mean by that is whether we're heating up or cooling down depends almost entirely upon the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere and in the air. Too much carbon dioxide, we heat up. Not enough, we cool down. The atmosphere itself tries its best to regulate that on its own via rainfall and snowfall. Like, that's one of their purposes, is to remove and drag carbon dioxide down from the air into the ground again. But it's just funny that Rayquaza represents the sky in that matter, and regardless of what we're doing to the ocean and to the land, the sky is ultimately going to control how well we do. So Rayquaza smacking Kyogre and Groudon around in Pokemon Emerald is just... And you don't think about that stuff as a kid, and it's crazy. that as an adult, it's like, oh my gosh, that is so cool that I didn't even notice that. You love the Alola region for the regional. I said you love the Alola region for the regional variants. I don't know if I said that in English the first time, but what would be ironic, even more so for Generation 3, is if the Hoenn region takes place in the same region of Japan that that nuclear reactor broke down in. How do I keep... Oh, I think I know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, I am not going to try that shortcut anymore. Okay, maybe I will. I think I'm pressing the reset button a little bit too late, and so I'm basically save corrupting again. Because we have another 10-minute encounter here. Pikachu, welcome. Being an adult and rewatching childhood shows definitely opens your eyes. That it does. And Kalos and Mega Evolutions were super cool also. I agree with both of those statements. What's good, Pikachu? What are you up to this fine time period? I am looking for a shiny Jirachi. Not doing so much finding, but I'm doing a lot of hunting. Yeah, this is like the most difficult hunt I've done to date. Miss Circle, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. How's it going this morning, evening, or night? For me, it's like both middle of the night and morning, so it's like almost 2 here. We be shiny hunting some Jirachi. It's a very good evening. Glad to hear it. Good evenings are very nice. It's been a pretty good night here, if I do say so myself. Got like 31 encounters done. We've been at this for about an hour and 45 minutes, so not too long. We're about 3-ish, 4 minutes per encounter at this point. Pretty good. You're driving your way home. Hopefully you're not the one doing the actual driving. Just got off work. What do I know? You could be doing voice dictation for all I know. Pikachu, thanks for that sub click. It means a lot. Your wife's driving. Perfect. Glad to hear that. Being safe and all that. Did I change that? Yes, I did. And thanks, VRZ. I'm glad that I deserve more subs. That is. Sometimes I don't feel like I do, but people say that I do, and that's reassuring. Try to keep it humble. Recognize that I don't do the best at everything I try. But I do try my best at everything I try. So, Can't win them all, but can sure make your best effort. A lot of people don't make it on YouTube or Twitch. As Starkiller pointed out earlier, I'm doing better than most on YouTube, but not as good as I would like. So we're doing good. Starkiller, I do think that we still have a pretty good chance at a shadow drop of Black and White remakes. I honestly think that there is a studio working on Black and White remake. There's no way Pokemon isn't going to have a backup team working on a remake while they're working on a mainline game. It's never happened before. There's no reason for it to happen now. There is almost always a remake in the works by a independent team that's overseen by Nintendo, but kind of like Grizo and ICLA. Like, I think that there is one in the works. BDSP, I feel like got announced like 3 months before it came out. If nothing else, it was announced in June, and then it came out in November. Like, it had almost no marketing time at all, and they've seen that they don't need to market that heavily to sell and have massive sales on a game. I still think Black and White is the way that they're gonna go. Stormrun Gaming, hello there. Welcome. Thanks for chatting. What brings you in this fine evening? Oh, oops. Fine, I'll go on a date with your daughter for Professor Birch. Go school her at being a trainer. Oh yeah, I think it would also be a hit just due to the sheer chaos that would create of, oh my gosh, they just dropped it out of nowhere. It's in stores now? What? Sumi Tsunami, welcome. You would win what exactly? Just woke up from a 12-hour nap because of a headache. Stormrun, I think they call that sleeping for the night. Not a nap. Woke up to a chill stream. Well, glad to provide some chill vibes. If you just barely popped in, I think you missed an entire dissertation on why Black and White and Ruby and Sapphire are like the greatest Pokemon games ever. But yeah, I think I ranted for like a good 15 minutes on that one. It was great. Also, back to that point, because we're there. Coincidentally enough, great segue. I think that's one of the reasons why I like Pokemon Colosseum so much. Team Snag'em and Sapphire were like evil teams that you could directly interact with and see them do crappy things and know that you were once a part of it. I think that's just super cool. The Shadow Pokemon, really dark, pun intended, with what they were doing to close off the hearts and all that. And Giovanni's in on that too, because it makes them stronger and all that. But yeah, just in that world, it hit different. Like, that team is an evil team doing really bad things to good Pokemon. So Pokemon Colosseum is more of a niche game because you can only catch a limited number of Pokemon. I think it's either 50 or 80. And it's not the easiest Pokemon game ever. It definitely wasn't really a kid game. It was more marketed to the teenagers that were playing Pokemon. Also, Sumi, I do apologize. I wasn't trying to ignore your donation. I'm just trying to figure out why it's not popping up on my stream right here, because stream alerts should be on. So I was waiting for that to happen so I could address it when it popped up. But for whatever reason, it's not popping up. But thank you for the 99-cent shout out. There it is. Oh my gosh. As soon as I acknowledge it, there it is. That's what I was waiting for, Sumi. That one. Thanks again, Sumi. You're just trying to get your boat to float in the UE before you fell asleep? You gonna work on that while watching? What is UE? A game? Oh, I gotcha. Oh, Unreal Engine. Wow. Trying to get a boat to float in Unreal Engine before you fell asleep. That is headache inducing. I believe that. You're building a game about Atlantis. It is a survival game, but you gotta build a city, defend it, and eventually survive the Great Flood. I loved everything about that idea, Stormrun. That is fabulous. I love Atlantis. You're joking, Stormrun. You have Pokemon Colosseum about 70% remade in UE5. That is some stuff. That is exciting, Stormrun. Like, that gives me goosebumps that somebody is out there doing that. If you ever finish it, Stormrun, I would be very eager and interested in going through that. Yes, I do got a Discord. I would very much welcome some of the videos. Absolutely. Typically, I have links in my description, but I don't think shorts work like that. We'll try a link paste here. See if I can get Discord to open. Grab a link for everybody. I think that information might have single-handedly just made my night. I am a huge Pokemon Colosseum fanboy. Hopefully that works. Should lead you directly to my Discord server. Pretty easy to find in there. It's a lot easier than just handing out my Discord tag and all that. I have some messages to catch up on real fast. Oh, wow. I actually beat Mudkip. Cool. Sumi, you and your friend are making an anim. You're storyboarding and he's making the anim. And we're both providing voices for it. His name is, oh, animation. Okay, right on, Sumi. Starkiller waiting for the Biomutant to come to Switch. That sounds like a fun game. Oh, yeah. Yes, you did once get kicked. I've forgotten why, too. They said they would never remake it because it was violent, so you did. I applaud your efforts. We need more people like you, Stormrun. Welcome back. Welcome back, Miss Circle. Well, I don't think you're blocked to me, so I don't know if I have to let you. So much as you just need to send them, I guess. McDonald's. I literally live right next to a McDonald's. I find myself there way more often than I should. Z, in this particular game, at this very moment, I do not have a melodic. In fact, I only have a Torchic. Also, we do have 53 concurrent viewers in the stream. Welcome, everybody. We do have a few new chatters in the comment section here in the chat. Would love to get to know more of you guys. If you feel free to send chats in here, we'll get to your messages and answer questions and read and get to know each other. Feel free to smash that like button. We do have a like goal for the stream of 20 likes. We are currently at 13, so 7 away. And we're on our way to that 20k sub goal. So if you love shiny hunting and love shiny Jirachi, consider smashing that subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated, as my voice tries to give out on me. Still getting over being sick, but I talk on phones all day, so my voice is often getting ran through. Can't be sold because you stole all the Pokemon from Pokemon, but you gave them all new animations and stuff. World is pretty because it's Ultra Engine. Unreal Engine, sorry. That sounds about right, Stormrun Gaming. But I think it's cool when people work on these projects that can't be sold. And I'm taking a Java programming class. Granted, world's different, but it does give me a vague idea of what you're going through with programming. And it is not an easy task. So kudos to you for that one. Okay, let's check our Pokemon. So we have one Jirachi. We are going to save Corrupt. If you are new to the channel and new to Jirachi hunting, I am going to save Corrupt here. So as soon as I hit yes to clear all save data, I'm going to reset. That's going to cause it to delete and corrupt the save file and reload before we got the Jirachi. Alright, check the DMs. Got large chips and a nice Big Mac and a large Coke. Sorry for the coughing. Oh, I see. Got some pictures there, Zoomy. They're sideways though, but that's okay. We can still see them. I see something that says Luffy. Look like interesting characters at the very least. That was a doodle. It'll be very interesting. Sakuna and Maharaga. Ooh, you work an hour away from home? I feel that. I really do feel that though. Like, I work 30 minutes from home. For now. They're looking to see if we can start working remotely. I would love to do that at my nearest convenience. Well, Sumi, because Hestiu is going to take forever notifying everybody, thanks so much for the second super chat. Go ahead and smash the like on that super chat. 99-cent super chat. Greatly appreciated. Since these streams in ad revenue make a whopping 30 cents, streams are definitely not about the ad revenue. They are about finding the shiny, chatting it up, getting to know everybody, talk to loads of people, and just have a blast. Students are actually smart for once. They actually know what 89 times 30 equals. Well, that's better than me, because I definitely don't know what 89 times 30 equals right off the bat. But I do know that 90 times 30 should be like 200 or 2,700 or something like that. No. Why is that math not mathing? 90 times 30 is 27. Add 2 zeros. Yeah, 2,700. Minus 30. 2,670. Don't mind me over here struggle bussing with math. The irony of that situation is I work in a bank. Oh, good gosh. If I could get out of my loop here. You're a teacher. Okay, nice. So if you're a teacher, you just got off of work. That must mean you are in Arizona. Or not Arizona. Australia. Nice. Time zones for the win. One of my Discord moderators is from Australia. Arizona, Australia, the same thing. Starkiller, like, really though. Arizona, Australia, they're both hotter than they need to be. Both have things that try to kill you. Oh yeah, we ticked over into territory of a new hour. Let's get that updated. We have now been at this hunt 42 hours. At least 42 hours, I should say. I'm pretty sure I did some hunting off stream that I failed to record. I too would rather live in Australia than Arizona. At least Australia has redeeming qualities. They have an ocean everywhere. All around it, in fact. Alright, Sumi. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for the super chats. You have a great night. Oops. Back home, but left the keys inside. So, locked out, yeah? Do gotta say, it's interesting that you have a house that you can get locked out of. I guess it can happen. Not with a deadbolt. Maybe it's one of those automatic deadbolts. That'd be cool. Sumi, 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 Sumi. Oh, Sumi. Let's not be like that. Okay, are we good to set that? Yeah, at this point it would probably be better to just go to bed than pulling out a dictionary. Going to bed would be a fantastic idea. Oops. Not just for you though, for me too. Shoot. Well, that's another 10-minute encounter. Oh, gotcha. But I do gotta ask, how exactly, like, are you locked out right now? Because I'm just trying to figure out how you could get locked out of a house. Because, like, I know there's the deadbolt and then there's the turn lock that you can lock the door from turning without the deadbolt. Is that what happened? That got pushed and turned and then shut, but not the deadbolt? Or do you guys have like a fancy automatic deadbolt? Guess I should say y'all. Not the fancy? Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't know why a residential would get a deadbolt that does that. Because that could be very problematic, just taking the trash out, and next thing you know, you're locked out. Have to try to get in the backyard. Well, if I wasn't 6,000 plus miles away, I am very good at breaking into windows without breaking the window. But alas, I'm in the middle of nowhere, Idaho, and cannot be of assistance. Apparently my cats are getting antsy. Alright, y'all. We got 5 more encounters. We're going to end at a nice even 500. Make it 40 encounters for the stream. I'm going to see if we can bust through these pretty quickly and get them before 2:30. There is a doctor's appointment I have to be to early in the morning. And it's like 2:30. It'll be 2:30 in the morning by the time I end this, so we'll end off at 500 encounters. And if we're lucky, I'll be able to do some more tomorrow. Hopefully I will too. Like, honestly, Star Killer, some of my shiny hunts, I've done a little bit of the encounters off stream to make sure that I can get encounters faster, because I can't always stream. It's a lot harder to stream than it is to sit down and just record me hunting. So streaming is a little bit more of a commitment, obviously, because I have to make sure that there's no loud background noise and all that. But with recording, it's okay, out of this entire recording, I'm going to need like 5 minutes of it. I'm having a hard time not just doing some off stream to ensure that I can get encounters racked up. But at the same time, I really do not want to accidentally find this one off stream, because I really do want this, of all of the streams that I'm doing, to be one that I am able to find. The only other solution I have to that is just busting through all of them off stream and then coming back and doing a stream for them later and basically double hunting them, which I may do. If time permits, I may hunt these again, but I don't know. I'm torn. I do like the authenticity of the reaction that comes with streaming it live. But at the same time, I'm not big enough that if I did suddenly jump up 1,000, that I'm going to have like hundreds of people wondering how I did the encounter so fast, or where they were documented at, and all that fun stuff. So it will be interesting. It just pains me for how long I've been working on this weeks wise that I don't have more encounters than I do. But 2-hour stream for 40 encounters roughly. That's 20 encounters per hour. That's better than we were doing. About 4 minutes per encounter. Also, I just barely realized we're listening to May's battle theme. Okay, I should have enough health to defeat May. Maybe tomorrow I'll have to stream it, see if I can stream while my son's napping, since I don't have to make any videos. Alright, May. Let's go. Ooh, I did that one in 7 minutes? That was some focus. Love that. Let's get the GameCube reset. I'll be right back. My cat has an unhealthy obsession with plastic bags. Can't we wait for that Pokeball to go across the screen? Seem to be pretty safe. Yours too. Must be a cat thing. Hopefully Miss Circle found their kid. Gosh dang it. These next 3 encounters are going to go forever if I keep screwing up like that. I've done that 4 or 5 times this stream. It's okay. We got 13 minutes. Got 7. Yeah. Might just barely have enough time to get this pulled off. We'll just say it's another shiny Torchic check. Clearly, I'm a little tired. Pokemon movers are convenient. What's even more convenient is how a truck managed to get to this backwoods village with no roads. How many Pokemon did they run over on their way to get that truck here? Disgusting. Who are you? Why are you in my house? Yeah, stranger, just go up onto my kid's room. It's fine. I love how fast it makes us run up there to figure out what's going on. Yeah, they basically do be trampling all the Pokemon. That's the only logical solution. It's either that or they have jet trucks that can fly. Alright, let's go, Birch. Let's go, Birchy Birch. Whatever the heck a Blom is. Still have no idea what that word means 2 decades later. This might be my fastest long reset ever. Maybe I'll get lucky and hit 2 Wurmpools again. That seems to go better. Now Zigzagoon, not bad. Zigzagoon usually leads with Growl. I guess not in this case. Oh my gosh, come on. Give me the encounter. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Thank you. Okay, there's my Wurmpool anyways. Okay. We've taken enough damage that it would be beneficial to heal. Do. Alright, May, let's do this. Let's trade slaps. Also, I don't know how many people actually process this, but Torchic is out there scratching with its feet. Like, what kind of acrobatics is this little chicken doing to scratch with its feet and be effective? It's little teeny tiny short legs too. Like Peck would have made sense. Also, I did just barely process the irony of that. Like Torchic and Combuskin have really short legs, and then Blaziken is like 90% legs. I don't know if anybody else has really noticed that, but kind of funny. You're trading with the Victini bot. Well, awesome, Braden. Best of luck. Hopefully you get it soon. To my knowledge, they are all working just fine. 7 minutes reset, not bad. Apparently I failed to get that ready fully. Not by too much though. We're just gonna make sure this runs its full course. Alright, 2 more encounters. Now you're getting Marshadow. Glad it's going fast for you. That's awesome, man. Epic. So they say as soon as that animation starts, I'm good to reset. Evidently, that is not the correctest. And it may be because I'm running on a GameCube. Like, it was working super good when I let it get to just about there. It was working just great. Yeah, they have like 400,000 subscribers, and I still have just as many bots as they do. I think Blaine has like 5 more bots than I do. And most of them are for his paid tier subscribers. Doesn't do much. Yeah, not sure. Like, I've never really stuck. Like, I've never really poked around KevDog's channel, to be honest. I think I get KevDog and HDV confused. but I think they both do the giveaways, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, this will be encounter number 500 and the last encounter for the stream. So the stream will be ending pretty soon. If you guys are new to the channel and don't want to lose it, consider smashing that subscribe button to help me out and to make sure that you can find this channel again, especially the next time we stream, which should in theory be tomorrow afternoon. That is the 500th encounter for shiny Jirachi. Well, not shiny, but regular Jirachi. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you guys in another stream and or video. Starkiller, you have a great night as well. I'll see you guys later.